Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Ashley and this is my stitching corner. Merry Christmas to any of you that are following along today and that celebrate. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, then you know, I just hope that you're here to enjoy some stitching. And yeah, so I thought I would just do something cute and fun today. I really did not have any plans to do any sort of new starts at all this year anymore, because you know, I've already got a bajillion, and Larry always likes to make fun of me for starting new stuff when I have a bajillion other things to do. However, this year Shannon Christine is at Shannon Christine Designs on her Facebook page has been releasing these really cute little freebie designs. And I just am in love with them, so I wanted to stitch a couple. So that's what we're doing today. I'm not going to show the actual chart. I mean, I know it's a free chart on her page, but, well, let's say, I guess I don't really need to show you guys the chart, because I think I'm going to upload a picture of it on the, it's just going to be uploaded on the thumbnail for the video, so you guys will see what this looks like. But so far, out of all the ones that she's released, this one is my favorite, and the reason for that being that it is just it's a pretty blue cup, and I like the little holly that's in the whipped cream or whatever that's on the top of it, like a little hot cocoa type situation going on, so I really like that. And this is being stitched on a 14 count Fiddler's Aida. Just some stuff that I had in my stash that I figured I could easily stitch a couple of these cute little designs on. Now she did, so in these little minis that she's doing, this one's called Christmas Mugs Small 3, but she is, I mean, there is other little designs, like she's done like a Santa Claus cookie, she's done some little cupcakes or something like that. And right now, she is doing like a Christmas mug. I don't know if it's a Sal or like a whatever. She is doing that. And I do believe the Flosstube stitcher, who is Carolyn Mazzio, is doing some of that right now as well. So that's cute and awesome. But right now, this white is not really showing up the greatest. But that's okay. We're just gonna kind of hang on to it for now and stick it up there, because that's where the next little bit of white is gonna come in as I work on this little peppermint stick or a candy cane stick that's in the hot cocoa here. So I just thought that it would be a cute idea to do a video that I could do a bit of like a Christmas tag with you guys. I used to do tags on my channel, like back when I first started Flosstube, and you know, those get to know your needleworker tags and things like that were kind of going around and everybody was doing them. I just thought that doing a tag would just be like a cute little fun thing to do, that was Christmas related, that you guys would kind of get to see or hear, I guess, while I'm stitching on this cute little Christmas design. Larry's gonna shoot me for starting this, but that's okay. I don't really mind. I just, you know, I don't really do Christmas designs all that often, and I thought these were just small enough that they would be fine to start without causing me too much, you know, extra grief when I've got so many started already. And these will be something that if I don't finish some this year, they'll be something that will be easy to catch up with and carry on with next year once I, you know, put the, download the rest of the designs. I can finish them next year kind of thing. Or throughout the year to get them finished for next year. So this is like a big piece of, I'm hoping to get all 12 on this piece of Aida, but I don't really know because I never really measured. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants for this video today, and that's okay. And I apologize if you hear any like what you would have just heard, crazy noises. The night before last, we had a very big windstorm, and we had a lot of rain and a lot of damage. And it's actually still raining out right now. So our sub pump is just working extra hard to get all the water out. So I apologize if you guys at any point hear that going off, because it's literally just on the other side of my wall to my office. So it's one of those things that, being in my office space, I don't really get to get away from that. So anyway, yeah. So I'm really excited about these cute little designs. I just fell in love with them, and this is my first time stitching any of Shannon Christine's designs. So I figured her freebies would be a good way for me to, you know, get into seeing whether or not I actually really enjoy her charts, so that maybe I can stitch them in the future. And by the sounds of it, this is gonna have to come off of here. Hang on a second. By the sounds of it, my lovely floor stand needs some oil or some love and attention for a little greasing. Anyway, I do have some issues with my floor stand sometimes. I do like using it in certain instances, and at other points it is a royal pain and I have a lot of trouble with it. I seem to have a lot of trouble keeping my Q-snaps clamped in it. I don't know why they always just want to like pop out, but they do. Anyway, so I think what we'll do is we'll move, I'm going to get this next color started, and then we're going to move right into talking about the Christmas tag. Now, I'm really hoping some of this doesn't get lost in the fabric. It might. But we'll see. We're going to try it, and we're going to see what happens. My other option for this was an 18 count blue Aida that I had stashed away, but I didn't really want to stitch it on the blue either, so we're hoping for the best here. I gotta count out. Eight, I do believe that is correct. Yes, and I'm just gonna do a front loop start here. There we go. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the Christmas tag that I found online here. I don't know if it's a tag from somewhere else. Let me see. Okay, so this is called, this is a Christmas tag list that I've just found on a website called Root Report. And we're gonna go through some of those and answer them to the best of my ability. Okay, so for the first question, it says, as a kid, did a sibling ever receive a present that you wished was for you? Honestly, I don't know. I don't remember a whole lot about my childhood, so I really couldn't tell you one way or another if my brother was ever jealous of anything that I got. Because we're you know, respectively male and female, growing up as kids, we got gifts that were, you know, geared towards, you know, male and female children. So I don't think that the things that I got, my brother was ever really jealous about. Because, you know, I got things like Barbies and whatever, and he got, you know, Tonka trucks and whatever, that kind of stuff. So I don't, you know, and my brother and I were heavily into Pokemon, and I mean, I still, obviously, as a 35-year-old grown woman, I'm still very heavily into Pokemon. But I mean, maybe there was some Pokemon toys growing up that maybe, you know, I got that my brother didn't get, and he wished he got them. I'm not really 100% sure. I just don't remember my brother ever being jealous of something that I had, and that we like fought over it or anything like that. So I guess not. The answer to that is no. Be honest. Do you like giving or receiving gifts better? I think I'm a 50-50 on that, if I'm being really honest, because I do love receiving gifts. Sometimes receiving gifts makes me feel a little bit awkward, especially if it's a gift that comes from, like, you know, nowhere and a little bit blindsides me, and then I kind of feel obligated to get somebody else something. But at the same time, I love giving to people. I love, you know, when I'm able to, I like being a giver. That's just the nature that I have. So yeah, I'm definitely more of a giver than a receiver, but I do at times enjoy receiving gifts as well. Number 3, do you make New Year's resolutions and do you stick to them? I have tried to make New Year's resolutions. So in saying I've tried, I've never really stuck to any that I've really, you know, thought about. I usually I stitched that wrong. For New Year's, I usually try to make crazy resolutions like lose 20 pounds or whatever, and then the whole year goes by, and by the end of it I've actually like gained weight. So I mean, you know, and in the topic of New Year's resolutions, my New Year's resolution for next year is to actually be a bit more conscientious of the money that we're spending. You know, the economy now is kind of getting out of hand, and the cost of living is going up, so things are getting a little bit harder. So I really want to try to make this new year easier for us financially, so to, you know, spend less money on things that I don't really need. So, you know, not buying new patterns if I don't need them and that kind of thing. Who needs new patterns? Nobody needs new patterns. However, oh, that red still wanted to stick through there. I'm going to have to pull that through on the other side in a sec. We don't really need new patterns, but, you know, we buy them anyway. So it's just like things like that. Between that and like buying video games that I don't need, I have like a serious backlog of video games from the last few years. I mean, there's, you know, video games that I got for Christmas like 2 or 3 years ago that I still haven't played yet, which is really bad. So, yeah, I just want to be a little bit more money-wise next year. Try really hard not to spend more than I need to, that kind of thing, just so that we can have a better life financially for ourselves in the future. 4. Do you open any Christmas presents Christmas Eve? Now, sometimes yes, and sometimes no. It really all depends on everybody's work schedules and things like that. My parents growing up used to let us open one present Christmas Eve, and then the rest we had to wait until Christmas Day. And usually it was like one of our smaller gifts, like just like a little thing to be like, okay, well, here's to, you know, make you happy for one evening and shut you up a bit, and then so that kind of thing. But now, because Larry works this year, Larry's working Christmas and Boxing Day, so we are having Christmas. We've had Christmas, so he's working today. I guess you guys will be seeing this Christmas Day. So he's working today and tomorrow, and so we will have had our Christmas together yesterday. And we would have opened some gifts yesterday because of the fact that we had Christmas with Larry's mother yesterday. And so any gifts that we had for her or she had for us and vice versa, like whatever, we would have done that last night. And then this morning we would have opened everything that we got for each other. So as of this video right now, I do not know what I got for Christmas. So that's just one of those things. I'm going to have to wait and see. And, but that's okay. Waiting is good. It's only, as the time of this video, Christmas is 5 days away. So, like, as I'm filming this. But, yeah, as you guys are watching this, it's Christmas Day and that. So, I just thought it would be kind of nice for any of you that will be like me and be alone for Christmas, like Christmas Day. Because, like I said, Larry, well, I won't be alone for Christmas Day. I won't have been alone a lot today. Larry works evenings, so I'll have spent some time with him before he goes to work. But, yeah, then I guess Kristen is going to her boyfriend's for the evening for whatever, so I will be spending some of Christmas by myself at least. So, for any of you that will maybe be in similar shoes to me, I'm hoping this video is at least bringing you a little bit of company. Because I don't believe that anybody should ever really be alone for Christmas. For visual, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't have anyone to keep you company physically, then you can at least have company from me virtually, which is good as well. Okay, so the next question is, I'm not going to do that one. That seems like a weird question. Have you ever made a snowman? Yes. I have made many a snowman as a kid. As an adult, I wouldn't say I've made any, but I do have snowball fights with my fiance, so, you know, still keeping that childhood flair alive by having snowball fights. But no, I have not recently, in recent years, made any snowmen. But yeah, again, growing up as a kid, my brother and I made them all the time. We had fun with them, so. I'm just going to wait until I can get this next piece of thread going before I go with the next question. So this isn't showing up too terribly on this fabric. I think once the whole thing's together, it'll pop off, but we'll see. It may be one of those situations where it needs a little bit of backstitch. Hopefully not, but we'll see. I just thought this would be a really good background color for majority of, I'm really starting to enjoy this kind of Ada, so. We'll just get this started. There we go. And now we can go on with the next question. The next question is, how many gifts... This is a weird question. It's phrased like, how many gifts that you received on Christmas? I don't know. That's a weird question. I don't know. What's this like? What's how many? I don't really get the. Okay, we'll just skip that one because it doesn't really matter anyways. How do you decorate your house on Christmas Day? And I'm like, well, I don't decorate my house on Christmas Day because that's craziness. But the way I decorate my house, like right now in our dining room, that's where our Christmas tree is, because that's like the only place that we could really put it this year. We do have we had like a weird place in our kitchen. It's kind of like it's almost like an indoor window, and it's closed off in the back. So there's board in the back, and there was sliding glass doors on it, and there was some shelves in there. We took the shelves out, and I did make a little Nightmare Before Christmas display in there with some Nightmare Before Christmas wrapping paper and my Nightmare Before Christmas wreath that I got from Hallmark. And there's some, you know, garland there. And Larry has his Santa Village or his Christmas Village up in our living room. And that, as far as like big decorations, that's really as much as we've done. I do have some like candles and table runners and that kind of thing in our bedroom to kind of, you know, I like to put Christmas in my bedroom as well. But outside of that, not too much. And we do, you know, have Christmas lights outside and that kind of thing. And I have a blow up Jack Skellington that is in the front yard. And that's pretty much all we have. We don't go crazy. Is your Christmas tree real or fake? My Christmas tree is fake. Is there really a reason as to why my Christmas tree is fake? Not necessarily. I don't know. I just think that real Christmas trees are really messy. And I don't want to like go the route of being like, oh, well, if you cut the tree down, birds are losing their homes and blah, blah, blah. Cause, you know, like I don't know. It's part of that bothers me a little bit, but I mean, it's nothing to say that like I have anything against other people that have real Christmas trees. Like everybody's got their own thing that, you know, they have their own their joys and what works best for them and their family. So I mean, it's not really a what's right or wrong type of situation. Fake is just easier for us, you know, and you don't have to worry about disposing of it at the end of the year and all that kind of thing. Like I know some people will use their Christmas tree and they can use the pine needles to make tea and different things like that, and that's cool. But we've never really had a real tree. I don't think. Maybe once or twice when I was a kid we had a real tree, but growing up and being an adult now, I like to have a fake tree with built-in lights. Our Christmas tree is white. I love white Christmas trees. Most memorable holiday moment. Ooh. Okay, well, most memorable holiday moment is now, I mean, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer about things. Okay, so my most negative memory for Christmas is, of course, last year when my dad passed away. That was obviously the most memorable thing that could happen to a person during Christmas time. But that aside, my most memorable thing, I think, is honestly when I was a young kid, getting Pokemon toys for Christmas. My brother and I, like I said, we were crazy into Pokemon, and, you know, being at my aunt's place, my aunts usually did Christmas back then at their houses, so we usually just, you know, they would alternate who did Christmas that year and that kind of thing. So we would be at my aunt's, and it would be this big thing, and yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. I do really remember getting those toys as a kid and being, like, really excited and meeting with all my cousins and stuff. We used to drive an hour and a half to go and see my cousins at my aunt's house, and, like, we just had a lot of fun with it. So that's really one of the most better memorable things for me, is, like, driving out to my aunt's and getting Pokemon toys. As weird as that is. Tell me about a person who makes your Christmas Day very special. Well, the person that makes my Christmas Day very special is, of course, my fiance, Larry. he kind of goes, and he never has to, of course, but he does go a bit above and beyond at Christmas time to make everybody happy, to make sure, you know, everybody's been thought of and that kind of thing. Just waking up knowing that I have somebody that loves me as much as he does, that's the part that makes Christmas special for me. Is knowing that I have him in my life and I can be thankful for him every day and that kind of thing. As cheesy as that sounds and as corny as that sounds, it's the total truth. I just love Larry with my whole heart, and I'm just, every Christmas has been amazing now every year since we've been together. So he's definitely the glue that holds together my Christmas, if you want to put it that way. Then next question. Tell me which celebration you like the... Oh, no, I don't like that question. What is your most surprising moment on Christmas? Okay. This is... surprising moment. Is opening a specific gift counting as a moment? Because actually, moment on Christmas, most surprising moment, on or around Christmas. Okay, so the most surprising thing that I've ever witnessed on or around Christmas time is actually, this girl that I used to go to school with, her and her husband, had a property that was very large, and they every Christmas put, like, I don't know, crazy amount of Christmas lights out and decorations and everything. And my girlfriends and I, we used to do what we called Friendsmas, and we used to get together and, drink hot chocolate and go drive around and look at Christmas lights. And this girl and her husband had this setup in their yard that was, you could park your car in the lot across the road, and you could tune your radio into a radio station and watch their, I'm just gonna have to pause just a second, guys. Had to answer a phone call, sorry about that. Okay, so, yeah, these guys, and you could sit and listen to this radio station and watch this display of Christmas craziness. I think that was honestly one of the most surprising things that I've ever seen at Christmas time. It was just really amazing, and, yeah, I don't know how else to put it other than that, really. So yeah, that would probably be one of my most surprising things that I can remember, around Christmas time. That's a positive thing, because I'm not going to rehash the whole, father thing. What do you like to do on Christmas break? I'm not in school, so I don't take Christmas break. But during Christmas break when I was growing up, Christmas break was like, snowball fights and that kind of thing with my friends, building snow forts and stuff, and going tobogganing and crazy carpeting and all that good stuff. Like, crazy carpets were the thing back when I was growing up, and they were honestly the best thing. Like, you could be hitting speeds of, like, I don't know, just crazy speeds, and, like, flying in the air, and, like, you could probably break a bone. And, like, back then nobody was batting an eyelash, really. It was a good time to be alive. That was my favorite thing about Christmas break as a kid, was being able to go and do stuff. We used to live in a place, my parents used to take us, there was this huge hill, and I mean this huge hill, and the kids would just flood there during Christmas break to go tobogganing and crazy carpeting and whatever. And like, I tell you, this hill was massive. And it, like, that was just, in where we lived, that was just the place to go when you wanted to go tobogganing or crazy carpeting or whatever, and you wanted to have a good time. My brother and I would stay there for hours, and my parents would be like, oh, no, it's time to go. And we're like, nope, we're already halfway up the hill, try and stop us. Like, we just loved it so much. So yeah, that honestly was my favorite Christmas break thing to do growing up, was going on that tobogganing hill. What is the best oh wait. Nope. What holiday traditions are you looking forward to the most this year? Well, the tradition that we just started this year really, is actually taking time. Well, I don't know if it's, we didn't have a Christmas tree up last year because we were living with Larry's mother and we didn't have room for a Christmas tree. But I think I did this year, since we've, we've been living in a new house now. I've told Larry and Kristen that I want to have decorating the Christmas tree as a family to be a tradition for us every year. And every year I'm sure we'll be adding new ornaments to the tree. We have some ornaments that are, blue, different. We have balls on the tree that are different shades of blue, sparkly, not sparkly, whatever. And then we have what we call our fandom pieces that we've bought from Hallmark. So they're like Doctor Who and Harry Potter and Star Wars and stuff like that. So we add to that every year as a bit of a tradition for our family. So yeah, we really enjoy that. I love decorating the Christmas tree. It's like one of my favorite things to do at Christmas time, is to decorate the tree. I don't know about anybody else, but that's the big one. Decorating the tree. All right. The next one that we have here. Oh no. I'm really hoping that this didn't just stop. Hopefully. I don't know what happened. Okay, hopefully this is still working. Anyway, okay, what is the best Christmas gift you ever received? Okay, the best Christmas gift that I ever received came to me 2 years ago. And that was the second Christmas that Larry and Kristen and I all had together. And what Kristen had done for me was she had gone on to a website, and that was called Cuddle Clones, and I'm sure many people have heard of it. And she went on there and she ordered a replica of my dog Emma. And now if you guys have been at my channel and you've been following me for a long time, you know Emma. You've seen Emma on the channel before. She was my Yorkie. And I loved Emma as much as you could love a dog. And so that gift made me cry, made me bawl immediately upon opening it. And so that's probably the best gift that I've ever gotten, because honestly, it was like one of the most thoughtful things that anyone's ever done for me. And I just, I absolutely loved it. And so to this very day, now this year that might get topped. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible, if you could top a gift like that. But yeah, to this day, that's honestly the best gift that I've ever gotten. What is your all-time favorite holiday food / sweet treat? Oh my god. Okay. So my Auntie Elva's shortbread cookies were my favorite. Obviously I don't get them anymore because my aunt is passed on, but growing up, I think I do have the recipe for it, so I can make it myself, but probably not as good as her because, when your family and your loved ones make something nice, how can you replicate it, right? It's hard to do. Anyway, she made killer whipped shortbreads. And she used to make these platters up for us at Christmas time that had all sorts of different cookies and treats and things on it. And then she used to make jars of what she called nuts and bolts. And that was like different types of cereals and peanuts and pretzels and that put together in a jar that was baked and lightly seasoned. And they were like the best thing ever. I absolutely, oh my God, those were like, we got those at Christmas every year. And I just, I went crazy for them. We all went crazy for them. My brother and I, like that and the tray of goodies and the nuts and bolts. Those were top tier holiday treats, and I love them so much. Who is your favorite, or what is your oh, I can't read today, people. What is your, I already read that one. What is your favorite Christmas film? Oh my God. Okay, Christmas film. All right. This isn't really, I don't really consider The Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas film, but it kind of is. So I would say The Nightmare Before Christmas as the first choice. But if I was thinking, real Christmas movies, my favorite is actually The Christmas Cottage. Or, actually, no, that's more... Nope, I'm lying. Christmas Cottage is not my favorite. I like it because it's got Jared Padalecki in it, and it's, you know, about Thomas Kincaid. But my real, if I'm being completely honest about what my favorite movie is, my favorite Christmas movie, it's the original Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Those movies were my favorite growing up, and I absolutely loved them. But I also love the Christmas Chronicles too, with Kurt Russell. So, like, I don't know. I have a lot of favorites. But there's none that I've watched that are necessarily, like, have to watch every Christmas kind of thing. I don't really have any of those. What is your favorite Christmas song? Okay. My favorite Christmas song, I think, is... this is going to be one that nobody really understands. It's not a classic, really, but it's Carol of the Bells by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That's a banger, and it's not like the most, you know, whimsical, whatever, Christmas thing, but it is a real banger, and I love it. So that, I have to say, is my favorite. Just switching colors here. I'm going to do some of the mug now. What is your favorite thing about Christmas? The togetherness that you have with loved ones. Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without the people that you love in your life, right? And so that is honestly my favorite thing about Christmas. I mean, yes, you could have togetherness any other time of the year, sure. But it's not, I mean, you know, getting together with loved ones that you don't get to see often. You know, that's another big one. Now, Larry and I don't think we're going to be making trips to Ontario or anything like that for Christmas, despite the fact that my mom is there. It's just that travel is so expensive, and I don't like flying. So we're just going to stay at home for Christmas. My mom might come visit us one year. I'm not really sure, but it's just literally the togetherness that you have with your loved ones, and you're sharing good meals, and you're sharing laughs and opening presents and that kind of thing. Now, mind you, this year for Christmas, we've opted to just do stockings for each other and fill those. Now, again, like I said, Larry goes above and beyond, so what he's bought and kind of what I've bought for him do not fit in stockings. But literally anything I could think of that could fit in a stocking just was not, I couldn't get it. So we had to go above that, but that's okay. Um, what do you like most? Do you staying home with your family or traveling with them? Obviously, staying home. Like I said, Larry and I are big homebodies, and I used to like the traveling aspect when I was a kid. It was really exciting to go to my aunt's place and celebrate there. But now that I'm an adult, traveling is just becoming less and less interesting to me, and I just want to stay home more. I don't know if I'm like the only one that's like that. I know some people, the older they get, they're like, man, I got to travel and I got to get to this place and get to that place, and they love to visit their family and that. But travel is not for me. I don't like long car rides. I don't like being in an airplane. So it's the stay at home and relax with your loved ones for me. Yeah. When do you start getting excited for Christmas? Right after Halloween. Christmas is my favorite time of year. I just love the decorations. I love I love the decorating. I love when the Christmas music starts coming on, even if it does start coming on a little bit early. I get excited right away. Not as excited as some of my family members, my newer family members, that I've got a member of our family that she decorates her household for Christmas before Halloween. So I'm not that excited about it, but I do get very excited about it, and I love it. So I'm, a right after Halloween type girl, which I know some people don't agree with, but that's okay. It's whatever makes people happy, because, there's enough in life right now to make people miserable without, belittling them for putting up their Christmas decorations early. Who's the one that does most of the work in your family for Christmas Day? Myself. Usually me. Larry helps a bit. Back when I was working for the vet clinic, I did a lot to help my mom. Well, I mean, as much as I could. But so most of the time it was my mom. But now that we've moved out, and Larry and I are on our own, I think we kind of share the Christmas responsibility for like cooking, cleaning, and all of that. So that's not too bad. But yeah, this year I'm going to say it's going to be me because Larry's got to work and that kind of thing. But that's okay. I mean, I enjoy the cooking. I enjoy the baking. I enjoy, all of that. So it doesn't bother me at all that, I'm going to be doing a lot of work. I have a lot of baking, and I've done a lot of baking as of now that you guys will have seen. Like I said, this is on Christmas Day, so I'm probably will have done a lot of baking and all that up until this point and all of that stuff. So, because I did I'll have made cookies and all that kind of stuff for the guys that I work for, them and their wives. So, and then, the baking that we're doing for the family, I think my mother-in-law is doing that. She'll be making like cookies and pies and stuff like that. And then we're cooking. She's doing the baking and we're doing the cooking. So we're going to be the ones doing the turkey and everything like that. Well, we'll have been the ones that did the turkey. I'm like not talking in past tense because obviously Christmas for me really hasn't happened yet. But for you guys, it will have happened. Oh shoot, my questions disappeared. Okay, and then the last question is, you've been granted one wish for Christmas. What will it be? Honestly, as for Christmas, I just want people to be happy and healthy, and I mean, and the other world peace. You know, I want people to be happy, healthy, and not alone for Christmas. Because nobody really deserves to be alone for Christmas. So I think that's really where I'm gonna stick that and say that I just want people to be happy and healthy for Christmas, because we are not anything without our health and our happiness. So yeah, I'm pretty much gonna say that, I think. So yeah, that's the Christmas tag. That's pretty much all the questions that there is there. So yeah, I thought that would be a really cute little idea, fun to do, quick to do little video for you guys. Because I haven't done a Stitch with Me in a while, and I've been meaning to do a Stitch with Me, and I just was having such a hard time with my tiger family, and just tiger family is such a big project to get out and to stitch on and to do and to prepare and everything else. And so I thought maybe stitching something small and answering a few questions about Christmas would be like the perfect way to test my camera and to give you guys a Stitch with Me. I was really hoping to have these up before. I was hoping to have another Stitch with Me up long before now, but time is a fickle creature, and I've just been having some struggles in life and with different things right now, so it just wasn't working out the way I wanted. But we've got a video up now for you guys, and I think that's where I'm going to stop for today. So I think that's good. I think that might be almost an hour long video. I will likely finish this up in the next day or two and show you guys on my channel in the new year. But yeah, so I hope again that you guys are having a fantastic Christmas, and I will hopefully see you guys again in the new year. Okay, everyone, stay safe. Bye.